entire Chiefs and Cyclones fan. This former Chiefs safety made the Chiefs scary. My name is DJ Cole. Welcome back to Cyclone Kingdom. The last top 5 list. We made it. Part of the offseason. It's long. It's drudgy. You got to kind of walk through the mud a little bit. But we have made it to the end of our top 5 list. Make sure you check out the rest of the Chiefs and the Iowa State football top 5 all-time lists on our YouTube channel. Like and subscribe for all Chiefs and Cyclones content. The top 5 Chiefs safeties of all time before we get into the season previews and actually talking about this year's Chiefs starting next week. Have a safe 4th of July, by the way. Number 5 on the list, a guy that we are going to give you the stats of. You guys have loved this because of what it shows of these players and because of what it reminds me of how good the Chiefs were back in the day, even though they didn't have some good postseason success or whatever it is. Number 5 on the list, Gary Barbaro. Number 4 all-time in interceptions. Guys, in 6 years, listen to this. In 6 years, he had 39 interceptions. 39 interceptions in 6 years in the late 70s and early 80s. That is nonsense. That is out of this world, man. That is dummy talk. What a player Gary Barbaro was. Played free safety. Played in 101 games. Guys, he had a pick in 30% of his games or more. Like that just isn't right. That's unbelievable. He had an 102-yard pick six, if you see that there in the stats. Shout out Pro Football Reference for getting this to us. I don't have a lot to say about Gary Barbaro because I never saw him play. Those 70s and 80s teams were pretty bad, to say the least. But what Gary Barbaro did in a Chiefs uniform, just look at those stats, and you have everything you need to know about Gary Barbaro. Shout out to my dog. But he's number 5 on this list because the other guys I have above him are straight dogs. Like straight up demons at safety. And number 4 on the list was a guy that almost died. He almost died, guys. Like, just, if we're being real about it, the guy had cancer and came back from it. Eric Berry. I mean, he almost died from cancer, came back, and played at an all-pro level. He played at an all-pro level after coming back from cancer. Like, that gave me all the respect in the world for Eric Berry moving forward. And he deserves to be above Gary Barbaro, even though Gary Barbaro's stats are ridiculous. Eric Berry defined the Chiefs' era of football. He was the Chiefs' secondary. He was the centerpiece of those teams because of the inspiration that he was. I mean, if you guys think about that first game back in Arrowhead when Eric Berry came back from his cancer treatments, people didn't think he was going to play football again. And he came back and then just had an unbelievable season. Unfortunately, there was no Super Bowl to go with it or AFC Championship or anything like that. Like, those mid-2010s Chiefs teams, guys, they had a lot of talent but never capitalized on an AFC Championship game appearance or Super Bowl. And that's really hard because Alex Smith was awesome, Jamal Charles was awesome, Derek Johnson was awesome, and Eric Berry was awesome. And so Andy Reid just even getting them back to the playoffs and winning playoff games says a lot. And Eric Berry doing what he did says a lot. I respect him. I think the world of him. He still loves the Chiefs. If you guys see stuff on social media, he's still very much in the Chiefs community. And yeah, just what he provided from an inspirational standpoint for the Kansas City town and just for Arrowhead Stadium in the vibes and the goosebumps and everything that brought that season. I can't remember what year it was, but everything that came with that season when he came back from cancer. It's a little bit different than an injury, guys, and he still came back and played elite. Number 3 on the list. As much as I'd love to put Eric Berry higher, these 3 guys, and especially number 3, made the Chiefs scary. Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, one of the main acquisitions of the dynasty, kind of spearheaded the dynasty, if you will. Patrick Mahomes was a draft pick, so the fact that it panned out was awesome, but it wasn't like this blockbuster trade where you're bringing in a guy like Tyrann Mathieu. What Tyrann Mathieu did with the Cardinals, people forget, he came from LSU as this jack of all trades, Swiss Army knife, can return punts, can be this just like weapon out in the field. Think about what Kadarius Toney did in that Super Bowl for the Chiefs. That was Tyrann Mathieu with defensive excellence. And he did it with the Cardinals, where he was kind of a no-name guy because Arizona Cardinals are kind of a no-name team, unfortunately. And then he came to the Chiefs, and he transformed the Chiefs. He might have been with the Texans right before that as well. He transformed the Chiefs into just this feel-good story with Mahomes into an actual, like, dynasty and a powerhouse. Now, it wasn't just Tyrann Mathieu. It was Andy Reid. It was Chris Jones. It was Travis Kelce. It was Tyreek Hill. Like, it was a lot of different pieces in there. Eric Bieniemy, welcome back, EB. But the Honey Badger made the Chiefs scary. He made the defense intimidating. If you think about, even though we lost that Super Bowl, of him trash-talking Tom Brady, you're trash-talking the GOAT, bro. Even though it didn't go well, I respected Tyrann Mathieu for sticking out his chest and talking his talk and saying, you ain't coming in here. Now, Tom Brady did because he's Tom Brady. But it showed the confidence and the boldness that Tyrann Mathieu had when he put on that helmet. When he put on those shoulder pads and click-clacked people across the middle. Like, he was just a demon back there at safety. And intercepting the ball, I mean, I think he had close to 13 to 15 picks in 2 seasons with the Chiefs. I mean, to be number 3 on the Chiefs' all-time safety list and only being there for 2 years, you had to have done something. And what he did was help the dynasty get started so that when he left, all the rookies that came in with the Tyreek Hill trade, all the even couple draft picks that we got from the Tyrann Mathieu trade when we sent him to the Saints, like, it created this firestorm within the Chiefs organization of we can actually be competitive on defense. Guys, Steve Spagnuolo came in and changed the Chiefs defense. People forget Bob Sutton's defense was Swiss cheese. Bob Sutton's defense was the one that gave up 3rd and 10 to Julian Edelman 4 straight times in the 4th quarter and overtime of the AFC Championship game. Where if D4 is not offsides, we're maybe talking about the Chiefs with 4 Super Bowl rings with Mahomes. 5 total. That was the defense before Steve Spagnuolo came in and before Tyrann Mathieu came in. So shout out to the Honey Badger for being a core member of the Kansas City Chiefs, forever enshrined in Chiefs football lore and history and being a part of a dynasty. So shout out to him. Number 2 on the list. Let's get back to these pro football stats because these last 2 guys deserve some run even though they played late before my time. Number 2, Deron Cherry. 50 picks over 10 years. 50. 5-0. In an era of Chiefs football right before Joe Montana came in the building. In an era of Chiefs football where there was some fun guys a part of the team, but no postseason success. Solo tackles weren't even tracked yet. And yet the man did his thing. He only had 1 pick 6. 1. 49 other interceptions was just him being a dog out there at free safety. 148 games played. 14 fumble recoveries. 2 forced fumbles. The guy was just a straight up headhunter out on defense. Like, playing in the 80s and 90s, you know there was no targeting rules back then or unnecessary roughness or personal fouls or whatever you want to say. Deron Cherry came to hit, and he did his thing. So shout out to Deron Cherry. I mean, I have nothing else to say except look at the stats, be in awe of the stats, and be thankful Deron Cherry wore a Chiefs uniform and what he did to provide us with some great highlights, even if it wasn't some great all-time years. And then number 1, right behind Emmett Thomas with 57 overall interceptions, Johnny Robinson. Here comes Johnny, baby. Only 1 pick 6 as well. 57-yard pick 6. Played in the 60s and 70s. Part of that Super Bowl winning team. So if you think about it, Emmett Thomas, Johnny Robinson, Bobby Hunt, Bobby Bell. Willie Lanier came right after. But that was the Chiefs defense the year they beat the Vikings in the Super Bowl. That is a stout defense. Think about the Texans this year. Oh, Texans all-time great defense last year. Oh, they're going to be one of the greatest defenses of all time. 2000s Ravens. Give me the Super Bowl IV Chiefs defense, bro. That's an unreal defense with playmaking ability and going after the ball. I love Trent McDuffie. I love what he did in Chiefs uniform. Doesn't end up on any of these lists because he left too early to be considered. But great Chiefs player. But he wasn't a ball hawk like some of these guys. He wasn't a ball hawk like Marcus Peters that we talked about in the top 5 corners. He wasn't a ball hawk like Johnny Robinson, 57 picks. I need to look. I don't even know how many picks he had in the Super Bowl, but I guarantee you probably had one. He probably had one. Emmett Thomas probably had one. Johnny Robinson probably had one. I mean, like, this is just, that's who the Chiefs defense was in Super Bowl 4. And then it took 50 years to get back. But once we were back, we never left. And we haven't left yet. Yes, we had a bad season last year. But as we get ready for the season preview starting next week, the Chiefs are coming back for it all as long as the players come to play. I'm begging the wide receiver room and the defensive front to get after it. We'll get into all of it. But I appreciate you guys during these top 5 lists. We have them as a playlist over on our channel, so make sure you like and subscribe for all Chiefs and Cyclones content. This has been a lot of fun throughout the offseason. We'll come up with different offseason video ideas in coming years, but these are evergreen videos for the rest of time if you guys want to check them out. So I appreciate you guys, and we're through. We're through with it and ready for season previews starting after the 4th of July. Be safe. Put it in reverse, Terry. And as always, roll clones. And how about those Chiefs?